This is number 3 in the VERGEEV Campaign series. I'm going to start off with getting the helicopter quickly up and running as best I can. So we'll get fuel, we'll get the APU turned on, Abris, Ekran, get some lights, flares, countermeasures, the INU. We'll get the fuel pumps on. Try that again. Didn't have the fuel pumps on for the APU. Trying to do things a little bit quick. There we go. And we'll get fire suppression, ejection, weapon systems, radios, PVA 800 navigation to operation, data link to wingman.
Supply convoy is waiting for you there. They start up on green flyer. Escort the convoy to the border. Keeps them inside. Stay close. Stop the mission upon convoy order. Withdrawal according to plan. How do you copy?
223 copies that all. After first waypoint, fly to the north of flight control center. Convoy there. Start upon green flare. Keeping convoy in sight. Engaging.
Alright.
Correct 223. Get down to walk. Over.
Alright, so we're escorting a convoy looking for a green flare. Get our autopilot channels on and we'll check our flight path. It's pretty complicated, okay, so yep. The left engine is looking good. We'll go ahead, get the fuel shutter valve open for the right. Get the governor on. Select right engine and press start. Okay, countermeasures, yeah, everything's on. We'll get the the generators on so that when we increase power, we'll have electrical power. We'll introduce fuel for the right engine, and that should just about be us. So we're taking off from the parking lot. Seems to be the way that all the missions are run. Just checking for traffic. And we'll zoom in on the map here. Okay, so we're there, our first, so we're pretty much going there to begin with. Okay, looking good for the right engine. Nav, IFF. Alright, I think we're pretty much ready to go. We'll get some nav lights on. And we'll get power increase to normal. Alright, there we are. Right control and enter, and we'll trim in a bit of forward flight there. Navigation targeting system on. We'll get dust protection on. Anti-collision light, we'll turn that off now. Alright, with that we are just about ready for takeoff. Just check we've got countermeasures. Yes, we do. Awesome. Anti-ice temperature is good, so we'll go ahead and do a bit of a hover test here. And we're up. Looking good. Don't have a HUD, but I'm not too worried about that. We're just going to go ahead and head over towards our first waypoint. And I'm just going to do this, it's such a short flight to the first waypoint. So I'm just going to keep the wheels down. I'll get the brakes off though. We'll trim in our desired heading over here, probably about, say, here. There we go. Alright, green flare seen. Nice green flare, shooting up. I think they could have just flashed their headlights, but I guess not. pretty much there. At the convoy, and the convoy is rolling. Very nice. Where's my HUD? Select waypoint 1. Waypoint 2. There's my HUD. Okay, putting the gear up. We'll just slide past these guys. To do that, I'm just going to set a new desired heading. Not really going to need to use these waypoints on the PVI 800. You can see there, pretty much right on waypoint 1. I'll just trim that in. We'll turn down the brightness on the HUD a bit, I think. We're at 65k an hour. Truck with barrels. BDR. Got some school buses over there. Part of the airfield, I guess. I was quite surprised how quickly these missions run. They're quite smooth. I think I left the APU running. I'll just turn it off now. It's a bit silly. Got the wheels down and just doing some low-level maneuvers here with this convoy. They've not really left base yet, so I guess there's no point in being too cautious about scanning for targets. Just check my weapon systems. Yep, as I thought. We've got some gun pods, awesome fun. Just have to remember the master arm is still on, which I'll leave it like that. Just got some train tracks here. It always looks a bit strange when you've got the chimneys pumping out smoke like that with no wind. It kind of just goes straight up and disappear. Got some radio chatter there of friendly flights. 321, 323. I think I'm 233. I think is my number. Some traffic here. Just say the word. Blow them away. trim that in as my desired heading, and oh look, two helicopters just flew over me. Just do a bit of a roadblock here. Suppose I should be careful don't get into a traffic accident. But I'm 6 meters off the ground, I'm pretty sure that's... Right, they're going 40k an hour. It's pretty slow. And I can inspect the bridge at the front. Just slow over there pretty quick. Yeah, that looks like it. Can zoom in. Got two zooms on this optics on the Cheval, and it's clear. Just move the optic around like so, it's pretty easy. I have done gun runs against soldiers before. I didn't even look through the Cheval. I was just moving this around and popping rounds wherever I moved the cursor. And the Cheval's got two slews, so I've got one on a quick one like that and a slow one like that. So it's pretty easy to engage targets. Ooh.
321, Naval got you well and clear. RTB. Confirming return to base. 233, Naval.
233 is here.
233, escort to Ross and then approach the bridge near Совхоз Россия. Allocate 322 crash site.
Naval, 233, Rogers that. Engaging.
Alright, we've got our orders, escort, and then sort out that crash site. So we've got our little buddies down here. Continue on, they're approaching this bridge which looks clear unless there's a whole bunch of explosives packed underneath it. In which case, I might just keep my distance. I have no idea why that helicopter exploded. I didn't mention anything about a main pad or something. It was way over there by the border, so maybe it was a bit of cross-border drama, or more likely probably just mechanical failure. If you're wondering why I'm flying with the landing gear down, apart from just the annoying warnings, it's because they kind of do when they're manoeuvring at low altitude and low speed. There's really no reason to keep the landing gear up because you're not cruising. It's not going to give you any efficiency or any speed advantage, so I might as well just put it down. Lots of radio chatter. I think that's the Wingman continuing on his flight path. Good thing about the Car 50 with its dual rotor coaxial rotor system is the rotor blades can be quite short as opposed to some other aircraft, so you can fit this thing on tight spaces. So, dodgy looking sedan there. Cruising around, must be quite noisy for the apartment dwellers. Having a helicopter slowly flying by. I'll just get a new desired heading, just trim in somewhere, say there. That'll do. Now I can pretty much take my hands off the stick. Just get over these trees. There's no collision with trees, but I don't play with trees as though they're not there, even though the AI can shoot straight through them and see straight through them, which is a bit unfair, but just seems a bit immersion breaking if you start flying through trees and ignore them. And I like the look of the map with trees, so I don't want to turn them off. Alright, flying at 11 meters. Just looks like a whole bunch of civilian traffic out. And yep, there's our lead. Just to make it easier, I might just turn on auto turn. Now wherever I point the targeting reticle is where the helicopter flies. Looks like we're coming to another bridge. Oh no, we're not, it's a rail bridge, so we're going under a rail bridge. Just go up a little bit, get some eyes on. Nothing looking too bad. There goes our convoy. Looking good. I should probably be flying this flight plane, so I'll just reset the targeting reticle, set that as my desired heading. We'll just cruise along like that. Doing 35k now. It's probably not the best way to fly this because of the efficiency of being in translational lift. So I should probably be doing sweeps back and forth. Then again, this is nice and easy, and I've got lots of fuel, and I haven't had to go very far from base, so why not? Right, looking good, not seeing any threats. In fact, while I'm up here, I might just try and find that helicopter. I think that is actually it there. Auto turn. Huh, I found it. Alright, so we'll just lock that up. We'll just enable the lasing it. We'll say other, center memory, reset. Alright, so now we've saved that point there at number 1. And now I won't have any trouble finding that. Okay, we'll just start a descent. Should really be over here somewhere. Back on track. See, the flight control system is automatically taking me back to my desired heading, which I'm not really fighting, but I will just set a new one, and we'll just do about 400 feet per minute descent. Oh, that's probably 400 meters per second actually. Yeah, so that's quite a rapid descent. Just need to be a little bit careful because I'm going quite slowly. I don't want to get into a vortex ring state where we slip past our own lift, get caught in our own downdraft and start crashing. So we're coming down, make ourselves less of a threat, or less risk. Right, there's the altitude warning. Gear is still down. Looks like they're in a bit of a traffic jam amongst themselves. We'll just trim that in like so. There goes a blue truck. I'm watching him. Alright, so we want to be going about 30-40k an hour. That'll do. Well, look at that. We've lost pitch hold. why would I have lost pitch hold? Okay, so the helicopter just became a lot less stable.
Taurus, on approach.
I'm going to have to explain that to mechanics. If anyone knows why I have lost pitch hold and I can't get it back on my autopilot channel, please let me know. I imagine the mission is run, or the whole campaign is run with random failures, so maybe it was. Maybe it's part of the mission. I don't know. It's not a huge issue, because, you know, the pitch, it's just less stable now. There's the convoy, past the big bus, approaching their destination. Just going to descend, and we'll put that gear down. You can see the nose is bouncing around all over the place. Okay, I'll turn the laser off. Should have been left off really. So I've done, yeah, this is the third mission. I have a feeling there might not actually be any combat in this one either.
Taurus, we've just arrived. Hilo may retire. Thanks and good luck. Naval, this is 233. Primary objective completed. Switching to additional.
223, Naval copies that. Over.
Alright, primary objective complete. Moving to additional. So I guess auto hovers out of the question without having the pitch hold. Okay, so I've marked it other point 1 on the Abris. I'll just have a look around here. Ah, it's right in front of me. There it is there, just off to the nose. Line MI28. So we're at the right altitude, we just need to get into a hover for a minute. So we'll do that now. Just set this as desired altitude. Side heading. It's a bit tricky hovering without the normal symbology. And we're exactly at 50. We're doing about 2k an hour, which is a very, very, very slow walk. Okay, so I'll move forward slightly. Now back to a stop. Go up 3 meters. Go up 2 meters. 1 and keep it at 0. Keeping it at 0 is quite tricky. I think we're moving very slowly forward. And we're 1, 0, 2. You can see some armoured vehicles. What are they? I don't think they're BTRs. I'll just go up 2 meters.
Naval, this is 223, observing 322. Just around the embankment, close to the bridge. Complete 200. No fire visible.
Naval reading you 233. Return to base. Approach upon request to flight dispatcher.
Naval, 233. Understood. Returning to base. Proceeding.
We're done here. Goodbye MI-28 and going home. So I'll set my desired heading there. We'll give it a bit of gas. Gear goes up. Alright, so we should be back in minute and a half. Hopefully we didn't have to fly all those waypoints. Didn't say I had to. Still got some more traffic, but it looks like that could be the end of the mission. I'll just try and get pitch. No, it's definitely broken. Not really sure how to debug it, just looking for traffic as I go past these airfields. Alright, that was the altitude warning, which is alright. Just start burning off some speed. Get the landing gear down. Right, trimming that in. That pitch hold, it's just pitching forward. Going into a nosedive. Right, we've got 2 aircraft here. What is the other one? Oh, it's fixed wing, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's the one remaining MI-28. We had 2, now we've got 1. I'll get my anti-collision beacon on. Had my nav lights on the whole time. It's quite tricky taking your hand off the stick or the collective cyclic, which is actually just the joystick, because it pitches all over the place now. Those choppers look badass. Okay, so we'll just land approximately where we started, and hopefully I can do that fairly easily even without the pitch control. So we just bleed off the altitude first, make sure we don't get into rotor vortex or anything too nasty. There we go, and now we can burn off the speed safely without worrying about anything bad happening. Looks like we're in ground effect. Okay, we'll just put it down about here. That looks about right. And now we'll shut everything down, so we'll get the ejection seat off before anything too bad happens. Alright, Lindemann here. Thanks for watching.